Thank you, Anja Ahmad.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Bernice. I'm from Emerald Publishing. So, first of all, thank you for joining us today. I will share with you more about publications tips. For example, that how that you can get journals and how you will be able to know what is the ranking of Emerald journals and what is the submission portal. So, if let's say you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself, or maybe we can have a Q&A after my presentation. Let me cover all the product information, especially you would need to know, for example, like subject collection, where do you get the topic coverage? Okay, so let me share with you my screen. Give me a minute.
Okay, I stop sharing dulu.
Okay, thank you. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So before I start my session, I would like to take this, opportunities to thanks to Puan Hasliza and Anja Ahmad to, work with Amara to organize today's guide to getting published and also explore publishing with Amara journals. So what we will cover today, I will share with you more about a publication guide from a publisher perspective and also experience sharing by our stakeholder, for example, like editorial team member, our authors, and also reviewer. So there are two parts will be covered today. First, we will share with you more about the publication journey, how to prepare your manuscript, selecting journals, and its information that you would need to know before you submit your, articles, your paper into the submission portal. And the last but not least in the session one is talk more about where the author can submit their paper. So from after first session, you will have some pictures or guidelines what you should do if you are really never published before. So what is the first step and second step? And then by the last step is to submit your article. So for session two, we will talk more about the like desk rejection. If you get desk rejection, what you should do. Also give you some information about how the peer reviews process looks like, and if you get a reviewer send like revision require, then what you should need to do. And of course, but for dissemination is once your paper has accepted, what publisher will be doing for your paper. But before I start, do you know publish with Emerald is free unless the author choose to publish in an open access article? Then you would require to pay for the APC, right? So part one, I will share with you more on my presentation slides because I would need to share with you actually what is the journal coverage in Emerald, which subject, discipline, what is the program that, for example, you are from business management. So which collection will be suit more on your your paper. So for your paper that you want to publish, so before I start, I will share with you a quick one. What is about Amara Publishing? So we are founded in 1967 in Bradford, West Yorkshire. So our core subject are business management, economic education. But of course, we have four specialist subject collection cater for educations, engineering, library, and health and care, social care. So currently we have 300 plus journals and 3,000 plus front book ebook finalist title, and also 3,000 plus of teaching cases. So to summarize it under Amaral's products, we have four products. The main product is journals. So you look at the journals, we have a 9 subject collection under management e-journal portfolio. So they are covered by business management, public policy, environmental management, tourism, marketing, HR, operation, logistic and quality, account, finance, economic, information and knowledge management, property management, and built environment. But sometimes author will ask a question. So this is that more on the management side? Because for Emerald, we are, covered more on the multidisciplinary area. So sometimes lecturers are from engineering when they publish some article related to quality or project management. So it will fall under more like operation, logistic, and quality, business management, and strategy. Later, I will share with you some tips how that you can find, which journal you can consider to publish. After I will share with you in a live demo, you can log into the Emerald Insight platform. You can read more literature review and to see what is the current trend topic people publish and where this author published with Emerald journals. So the second product will under ebooks. We also have ebook currently. I think we have increased to 4,000 plus title for our ebook collections. And also case studies. We do provide case study, teaching case studies. If let's say today there are lecturers joining us today, the good news to share with you is that UTeM do subscribe case studies to support faculty member for the teaching purpose, right? So for ICE publishing ebooks and e-journal is the new publisher that Emerald has been acquired last year. So for ICE will cover more on the material engineering, mechanicals, civil, chemical, to support on like material science, sustainability, environmental, and also some of the uh, material title. Later, I will share with you what is the title listing under this under Emerald journals. So for Emerald journals, we have 300 plus journal, right? So this is the breakdown under subject collection that I share with you. Altogether, we have 13 subject collection, 9 under Emerald management portfolio. Another 4 is a specialist subject collection, whereby it's education, engineering, health and social care, and also library and information sciences. So all add up all the number of titles, it will equivalent to 311 titles in total journals. So our biggest portfolio will be under business management and strategy portfolio. The second largest is accounting, finance, and economics. The then continue will be health and social care and also engineering. We have 27 journals in that collection. Okay, so for 2024 citation, out of 300 plus journals, we have 287 journals have an impact factors, and 92% of Emerald Publishing and ICE Publishing title have an journal impact factors. So for ICE Publishing journal, currently we have total 36 journals. So out of 36, 31 journal have an impact factors. So now I will go into a subject collection is to give some ideas to the authors or for those who currently are prepared, in the midst to writing for write your paper that you are looking for journal to submit. These are the 13 subject collection that you may consider to submit, and it is free publications unless you opt for open access, then you will require to pay for the APC. So for first subject collection is business management and strategy collection. So under this collection, we have 57 journals. Out of 57 journals, we have 91% in Scopus, 89% in WOS. So 32 titles are ranked in Q1 paper. So for business management strategy, normally author would like to publish, like for example, management of technology and innovations, project management, emerging market, responsible management education, business strategy or international business all will be under business management and strategy. But of course, with the topic coverage, you might have some question. So what is the journal's details, the title listing? So what you need to do is that you can scan this QR code, or maybe you can I can share with you after I click on this link. It will link me to the publishing our publishing portal. So this is our publishing portal. You will be able to download the business management and strategy title listing. You can download here. So it will show you in the Excel file. So this is all the 57 journals under business strategy management collection, right? So for example, I want to submit into entrepreneurship. Okay. Maybe you can use this search function, right? Maybe I want to yeah, you will see it will prompt you out a lot of entrepreneurship journal. So this is a quick first step that you can know what is the title listing under Amara. So of course we do provide you the ISSN. It's easier for you to check in the Scopus or check in WOS in case that you want to know better on the QR the ranking on the particular journals. And also this is the URL that you can refer to the particular journals. So this is the journal. So you will have the information, how many volume already published, and also you will know what is the topics that have been published before. Okay. So next is accounting, finance, and economics. We have 41 journals, our our second largest collections. Currently, we have 93% corpus in Web of Science now, 18 titles ranked in Q1 paper. So for accounting and finance, it's quite straightforward. The topic were more related to like tax regulations, rural credit in developing countries, corporate finance merger, financial regulations, cybercrime prevention and detection, money laundering also from laundering also from this accounting, finance, and economics. So if let's say you are from accounting, finance, or economic, you can refer to this subject collection. Next, marketing. We have 23 journals. So out of 23, 91% in Scopus, 96 in WOS, 13 title rank in Q1 paper. So if you like to publish more on the customer experience, you want to publish in young consumer, what is their young consumer purchase purchase power, their interest, or even international marketing, consumer, corporate communications, sport marketing, services marketing, so multi-channel marketing, all under marketing collection. Next, educations. We have 23 journals. Out of 23, 96% in Scopus and WOS. So for this education, normally we support for education departments, more on like distance learning, sustainable in higher educations, curriculums, developments and assessment, multicultural educations, technology in educations, vocational education and training. Next, HR, learning and organization studies. We have 25 journals, 96% in Scopus, 84% in WOS, so 14 titles ranked in Q1 paper. So for HR, learning and organization study, more on the engagement, work engagements, remote working, retirement, leadership, workplace bullying. I think this collection will utilize a lot during COVID time, especially for our customer who like to enforce distance workings environment, work from home. So they would need to know what is the research finding, what is the pro and cons. So they will refer to remote working under this subject collection. Next, information and knowledge management is a very important collection, I think, for the current trend, whereby this collection support to more on the digital things, especially like AI, data science, some of the data mining, all were under this information knowledge and management. If let's say you are from computer science or you're from information data science department, this is a good collection for you to get all the resources. We have 12 journals, 100% in Scopus, 92% in WOS, 9 titles ranked in Q1 paper. So for IKM collection, we have covered Internet of Things, big data, data analytics, the digital divide and ICT for development, new digital currency, computer information system, 5G regulation, human aspect of cyber security, telecommunications, data protection, and privacy, all under IKM collection. If let's say you are published related to digital, you can consider to publish in IKM collection. Public policy and environmental management, we have 12 journals, all are in Scopus and WOS. So for this public policy will be used more on the policy maker. For example, they want to launch some policy, they would need to get some research finding. What is the pro and cons if I implement, for example, like e-governments, energy management, energy efficiency. So this is talk more about the environmental management topic, like environmental health, environmental management, environmental policy, environmental technology and innovations, open government, like public leadership, public management, public procurement. I think the most, current global concern is about the environmental pollutions. Is also under this subject collection, like climate change, disaster management, disaster prevention, disaster risk management, all part under public policy and environmental management collection. Next, health and social care, 100% in Scopus and 100% in WOS. We have 33 journals. So for health and social care, we are more in the quality measurements journals. For example, like more on the creating healthy workforce, education and training of professionals, care and value for money, management of health and care services, mental health, autism, migrations, criminology, criminal psychology, all part under health and social care. Next, operation, logistic, and quality. I think this collection also quite a number of authors published in this when they talk about like supply chain management, Lean Six Sigma, green supply chain, service management, technology management, Industry 4.0, multi-channel distribution, big data analytics apply to operations, supply chain information system, total quality management, offshoring, sustainable transport, process control, all part under operation, logistic, and quality. In this collection, we have 15 journals. Out of 15 journals, 100% in Scopus, 88% in WOS, and 94% of titles ranked in Q1 paper. Next, library and information services. We have 16 journals, 100% in Scopus, 94% in WOS, 11 titles ranked in Q1 paper. This is also one of our, key collection. High demand collection for those university who offer program in library and information services. So for this topic, we will talk more about this collection will talk more about like classification and indexing, metadata and taxonomy, information architecture, reference work, information needs like seeking and use, archive and records, all will part under this collection. And next, property management and built environment. We have 20 journals, all are in Scopus. 95% of this collection titles rank in Q1 and Q2 paper. If let's say you are from built environment, talk about environmental law, facility management, property investment and valuations, project and access management, property and real estate planning, more on the energy and buildings, city and town planning, constructions, corporate and real estate, all will part under property management and built environment collection. This is tourism and hospitality management collection. We have all in Scopus and WOS, total in journals, 8 journals. For tourism and hospitality management, will cover more on like city planning for tourists, city tourism governance, like medical tourism. I think this is quite a new trend for medical tourism, whereby a lot of our, tourists come over to Malaysia to conduct, health screenings, medical, advice from our medical provider. So this is part on tourism and hospitality management, like also hospitality technology and innovation, risk for mobility for of tourists. So all part under this collection. Okay. So the last, I think this is the last but not least, for engineering, we have all in Scopus and WOS. All together, we have 26 journals. So if let's say you're from engineering, you're looking for some topics like smart material, sustainability, tribology, robotics, technology, nano engineering and nanoscience, computer informations, computations engineering, data analytics, electronic circuits and devices, fire resistant, heat transfer and fluid dynamics, all will part under this collection. Okay. So far, any question for Emerald product? Any question before I proceed to next session on the live demo? Any questions so far? Okay, if you have no question, I will proceed to next live demo. Give me a minute. Encik Ahmad, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Because I'm going to share on the, online demonstration about Emerald Insight platform. Can you guide the, our, audience today how to access to UTeM library portal until the Emerald Insight platform? Then I will take back the floor.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Can you help me to share the library portal? How the
Oh,
user can go into the UTeM library portal?
okay. Wait,
Yeah, sure. No worries. Take your time. Maybe I can just pose a question here. How many of you uh have been accessed to Emerald Insight platform before? Can you help me put yes or no in the the chat, so that we can get today audience the knowledge about Emerald Insight, so that I will cover some of the features in a quick one for our platform. Can you put on the chat? Have you been accessed to Emerald Insight platform? Oh, thanks, Dr. Maran.
okay. Sorry. I can share how to access the library portal and from inside and outside campus.
Yep.
Okay, so I share the. Let me share my screen first.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Ante Azman.
Okay. So, all right. First, you go to the library portal. Sorry. Okay, so go to the library portal. Okay, these are from the inside of campus. So, how to use that from Emerald. click the quick links online resource. So you can see list of all of database here from Emerald Insight, Emerald Core Case Collection. So click here. So this Emerald from you can access the Emerald database from inside the campus, and for outside of campus, you click again from the library portal, and you can access the Emerald database using a lead proxy. Okay, using the lead proxy, and you can enter your email and use your password. So these are the interface of lead proxy that you can use to access the database, ebook, and textbook from outside the campus. So for inside, you can access directly from our portal, library.utem.edu.my, and click on the online resource, and you can see list of all database. So I repeat again, for outside of campus, you can use a lead proxy and enter your email and your password, and you can access your database, ebooks, and textbook from outside of campus. Is it helpful?
Yes, yes.
Okay, wait. Okay, for your information, we currently subscribe Emerald Core Case Collection only. Okay, so click here. Okay. So any questions? Okay.
I think all good.
So I give give back to Miss Benice.
Thank you, Encik Azman. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Okay, I will share with you in this, the same portal that Encik Azman shared with you just now, but of course you would need to log into library portal. The reason being that why I get Encik Azman to share with you all, because sometimes new students, especially new students, when they want to start to write paper, of course they will need to read the articles first, the literature review that you need to read and understand what is the current trend, what is the current, journal the author published. So this is the platform, especially for postgraduate students, that you want to do publication. First of all, you need to read a lot of articles. So where do you get all the article to read? You can go to Emerald Insight. Then you click browse our content here, books and journals. So from here, you can start to read the article related to your topic. So for example, I want to publish articles, my topics. I want to publish articles, for example, talk about AI. I want to publish AI, but I do not know which journal that I can publish, right? So you can just put journals, AI topics. Then it will it will pop up a lot articles here, 12,000 search result. related to AI related topic. This one is more on the library. Then you will see human rights in the library as well. So you can start to read, or maybe you have a very specific AI topic. You can just click here. You put AI. Maybe I want to read more on the contributor from, let's say, Malaysia, right? Malaysia authors. You can click search. This is another, I mean, tips for especially for collaboration, because sometimes you want to know, Malaysia, any author write on AI, maybe I can connect, build my networking with the, not only from your own university, maybe you can get some information here to UKM, UTeM, or UTHM lecturers. So this is some tips for authors that you not only will get the what is the current trends topic published recently that you can use on the search tab on your right hand side. Maybe you want to look into the last 12 month latest publication articles, right? So this is all talk about the AI features, AI. So you will see this artificial in urban services in Malaysia. So I think this is quite interesting. I will advise you to right click this link, because if you click on the link directly, it will, I mean, I need to pull down a little bit. You will see here, it will open in a new tab. If let's say you click here, then your search function all will be gone. Then you need to type it again. So you right click, then you will get in a new tab. So you will see, actually, this is from which author article published. So this is from USM. This is all from USM. So I think the author would, I think the most important thing is that the author want to know, if let's say I publish related, similar to this topic, which is the journal that I can consider to submit. And I think the good part is that why normally the supervisor or your, I will advise the students, or you go and read more article, do some literature review. So this is the information, especially for postgraduate student. You will able to find out this author, this group of author publish this topic under PSU Research Review Journal under Amara collection. So you can go to this PSU here, the information all will pop up in this PSU. So this is the journals. So they will tell you how many volume has been published, and then you can start to read the article, issue 3, issue 2, so that you will know how is the how about the writing styles accepted by these journals. So you are not only read for one article, you can start to read more, and then you have more option to get the journal consider to submit. Is ChatGPT, because I think if let's say postgraduate student, you will go and tell a supervisor, can you let me know which journal should I publish? I think your supervisor or your lecturer will ask you, please go and read more and tell me which one that you want to go in. So this is the first step for postgraduate students. If let's say you really are very new and never published before, start to read. And first of all, you need to search for the topic that you want to publish, and then start to read what is the current trend or current article published by the authors. So this is talk about ChatGPT. Okay, this is ChatGPT, like to enhance firms' strategic value and business sustainability. I think this is quite interesting. I can try to right click here, then you will see, actually, not all the AI titles or AI article will publish in the same journal, because Amara do provide multidisciplinary journals to support the faculty member. So I give you a very good example. For example, that we have author from Health and Social Care author published on the quality waiting time in the hospitality, but they are not published in the Health and Social Care, but they publish in the logistic and quality collection. So this is how that you can open your mind, that you can actually not limited. You have to really go into the one subject collection. It may, you can see this is talk about AI, but they publish in the Journal of Science and Technology Policy Management, right? Then also for like lecturers or some researcher, they want to get some networking. So this is all the information. Where are this lecturer, the author from? So this is from UMK. This is also from UK, and this is the collaboration from USM as well, and some are from international authors. Okay, so I think the most important thing here is that what you have to do for students, postgraduate student, after you read the journal articles, so you think this is quite important for me. I maybe need to do, I maybe need this article to do some citation. So this page will provide you the citation link here. Okay, you can straight away copy the citation or you can download. Or the best thing is that I will always advise students, please download this article in your drive. It's easier for you to search back in case that your supervisor asks you and require more information. You can straight away provide a PDF file, right? So you can create a photos or a drive, save all the search article that you have read, and you might need to use some information inside, then you can get the citation here. So this is the purpose that I show you into the Emerald Insight platform. You start to read. The important thing, the most important information that the journal name, and then this is the ISSN. After you read, you have some idea, oh, maybe my topic related to AI, I can submit to these two journals, or you think two journals is a bit not enough, you can start read again, because we have quite a number of article, like the current trend, the last 12 months, we have 137 article has been published. So you can start to read, for example, this is the Generation Z consumer, right? So you can click. So you will see when you click that article, after you read more and more, you will get closer which journal that you may submit. So this is under young consumer, right? Young consumer is also our Q1, journals for young consumer journals. So after you have get all the journaling, the ISSN, next step, what you should do. So you already have all the information, you save all the PDF in a drive, you also get to know which journal, you have some idea, you can start to get your supervisor's advice. You say, I have read through all this and I feel this, you will finalize some of the journals and refer advice by your supervisor. Oh, this is the quite close to my topic, can I submit to these journals? So if let's say you already finalized, let's say you have 4 in your mind under Emerald journals. So what you need to do, you can go to publish with us. And then from here, you go to find a journal, right? From find a journal, just now I did mention the most important thing is that you must have the journal name and the ISSN. If let's say you do not have, no worries. Just now I did share with you here, right? When you click in this QR code, they will give you the whole Excel sheet. This is the, just now I share with you, this is another tips that you can get all the journal name and the ISSN. The journal name that show in this Excel sheets, right? It's similar to this ISSN and these two important information. We have already put in summary in the Excel file. But of course, when you read article, you will quickly have the journal name and the ISSN. So for example, I already finalized, let's say 4 journals I will consider to submit, but I would need to have more information, especially what is the acceptance time, what is the acceptance rate on the particular journal. So you will be able to get all the informations in our journal finder. Just now you publish with us, you find a journal, you will be in this page. So you will get all the journals under Emerald in this page. Even ICE or Emerald journal will be under this page. So let's say I already do my, reading, I already know which 4 journals that I want to publish. I can straight away put the name, young consumer, right? You will see they will straight away, show you the journals, book cover, young consumer. But of course, I want to compare 4 journals, right, related to AI. I can click compare journal. If let's say you not proceed to compare journal, you only have 3 information: acceptance rate 15%, time to first decision 39 days, impact factor 3.5. But I want to compare 4. Then I want to choose the best one to fit into my preferences, right? I can click compare journals. So I can start to put in, let's say this is PSU research review. I can go to here. I put PSU research review. See. Try this. My line a bit slow here, so I will and okay. Yeah, this pop already. I can compare. So for a quick one, maybe I can just go to the subject area. Maybe I want to go to IKM. Okay. So I apply IKM. So all IKM will come out. Maybe I want to go for this informations, technology, and informations and computer security. I add in. Okay, so this is the 4 journals I have been finalized to consider submit either one, but I would need to have more information. So you have to use the compare journal function after you have put in maximum 4. If let's say you don't have 4, it's okay. You have 2. Also, you can use the compare journal, then they will give you the 2 journal details information. I can click compare. So you will see from here, they provide you details informations that if let's say I'm the early research, researcher, I would prefer to get a higher acceptance rate, and the first decision is the shortened days. But of course, for lecturer who require to achieve like KPI, they have KPI, they might need to go to the higher impact factors or Scopus size score, and also for the size score tracker, you can refer to here. So you compare to acceptance rate out of 4. So information and computer security is the highest, 10.4. Sorry, journal science and technology policy is the higher, 25%, right? Then for time to first decisions, so this compare journals function is to give a glance picture to our authors. If let's say you have read through all our journals, then you finalize which one that you want to submit. Okay, so they will provide you all the impact factors. After that, they will provide you word count as well, how many words. But of course, for first timer, right, they will prefer get the higher words count journals. And when you log into the journal finals page, it definitely will show you APC charges. Just ignore the APC charges if you are not opt for open access. Like just now, I share with you all the 13 subject collections, right? The journal title list. This is all the title list. I think most of our high ranking journals like 100% in Q1, 95% in Q1, they are all provide you free publications unless you opt for open access, and this is the fees charges that require you to pay. And I think during the submission portal, they will require you to tick, are you opt for open access? If you are not, please don't tick. Then you will not be charged a single cent for your paper submissions. And even accepted, there is free publications, right? So for example, I already searched all the, important informations here. I think this is good for me, information technology people, or maybe I want to AI, I want to know more about young consumer insight. So I will go to young consumer, let's say. I will view this journal. I decided to go with young consumer. maybe I want to publish in this journal, I can start to view journal. So for postgraduate student, what you need to do next, this is called our submission portal. Before you submit your paper, this is very important tips for you to get through all the important information on the top tab here. First of all, you need to read the overview. Then this is the very important information for you to read. What is the journal scope and what is the coverage? Because I think most rejections will be on the desk rejection, whereby they submit into the wrong journals. So this page is very important for you to read through all the scope of the journals. And I think the good part is that if you decided to submit in this journal, we do provide you the 3 latest articles. What is the current trend that paper has been accepted in this journal? So we call it as the latest article. It will update by I think quarterly or monthly. I cannot remember already. So you will see last updated April. So I think June now, if let's say monthly, you will receive the last updated May latest article. So this is the good, I mean, practice for authors, especially for new author. You can read through actually what is the current topic. People has been published already in the last month or last 2 months. And then top downloaded articles, what is the demands? People will download the article and read to keep for their reading purpose or for the research purposes. So this is top downloaded articles. And of course, there is some topic is top cited. People cited the most article in this collection are young consumers. So this is the top cited articles. And of course, you will heard a lot about SDGs. Is that your, I mean, paper relate to align to any SDG? And if under this young consumer overview of information, they will tell you this article is aligned with which SDG goal 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so this is the overview tab. Next, author guideline, and then this is very important. The author, you would need to do the step before you start to write your paper and your author responsibility. And also they will talk more about the AI informations, publishing ethics, committee on publication ethics website. If you want to read more, then you can click here. But I think the most important part in this tab is that you have to scroll down to the bottom. This is the manuscript requirement. This is very important for you to read through, whereby you need to know what is the format, abstract, article word counts, and what is the requirement by this journal. Because if let's say you not fulfill the manuscript requirement, you might get the desk rejection as well, right? So this is the manuscript requirements. Editorial team members. So sometimes you may have questions to pre-acceptance. You have question. This is the, I mean, person in charge in the journals that you can reach out to ask about your questions or some of your doubt before you submit your paper. If post acceptance, it is, we'll have a different person in charge to maintain the inquiry, right? So each journal will have different editorial team. So when you click to different journal, the editorial member box will have a different name and emails. Okay, so indexing and metrics. So this is a citation metrics, publication timeline, usage, and also you will see this journal also abstracted and indexed by others system, right? And then reviewer, if you want to know more about the peer review process, then you can read through here, resources to guide you through the peer review process. And also if there is any call for paper, they will pause here. Then they will tell you is that I think currently this one is all already expired. If they say there is any call for paper, then it will pop up here. So after you have read through all the requirement here, what you need to do is that you can start to submit your paper. So this is the submission portal. We are using Scholar One manuscript. So you would need to create an account, Emerald account, to track all the progress after your paper submitted after your paper submissions. So you need to create an account. But of course, if let's say you have any inquiry related to the platform, you can click here because we are using Scholar One manuscript, or you have any FNQ or user guide, you can click here. So before you submit your paper or create an account, kindly ensure that you are in the right journals, Young Consumer, which is that you already decided and confirmed. So this is Young Consumer, and the submissions portal is correct with Young Consumer. So this is the submissions portal, right? So far, any question? If let's say you have no questions, Emerald Insight platform I already shared with you just now. So now I will share with you more on the publications tips on, like you will see this publication flow for impact. When you say, when people talk impact, normally it will start at the beginnings. So this is a publishing journey, like research. There is a reason for you to conduct a research. So first start stage, it will be in the research. Then after that, you will select publication. Select publication, I already shared with you the tips. You need to read through the articles and find out which journal and finalize it. Then you can start to submit. You write your content. Then you can select publication. Then you start write your research. After that, you will submit to the publisher portal, and then it will go through peer review process. Then after that, if accepted, it will get to publish. After publish, you will start to dissemination to the audience to download your article, to cite your paper, and then you will see impact at the last stage. But actually, impact is often considered at the end of the process, but it most beneficial to draw the impact into your research as early as possible. So this is some, sharing about impact is the probable change benefit of the research in the real world. So for example, when you come up the topic, or maybe you can use this impact, factors, like for example, what you need to do less or reduce then to get a better outcome, or what you need to improve or do more or faster or increase so that you can get a better outcome. So for example, like during COVID time, what you need to reduce, for example, I need to reduce the, infections risk, or maybe I want to reduce the living cost. I want to reduce the staff turnover, reduce the staff stress because everyone locked at home and they might need to take care of the children, and also at the same time to manage or handle their work stuff at home. So during COVID time, what you need to do, like improve or do more or faster, maybe you would like to increase student engagement, because how that you can attract the student pay attention to your online class. So this is to how to increase engagement, how to increase the Wi-Fi speeds access. So this is some that you can use this to do what to reduce, what to do more. So you see, impact is measured by where the effects of research are found. Normally, research will conduct in university, and last time it will conduct in university, then all will like used by university. But now people will look into the paper published research finding. What is the stakeholders or what is the society can feel the impact and can bring the positive change and the better change into the stakeholders. So this is some, impact is not about dissemination, public engagement, academic impact, presenting at the conference. So this is not considered is the impact. So at the very beginning, you think about what is your end goal and what you want to reach out. The research where we feel like you frame the problem, framing the impact, identify the stakeholder and beneficiary, and co-creation of research. So roads to publication. So for Emerald, we are not only provide free publication in journals, but of course we do provide free publication for books and case studies collection. So for lecturers, sometimes they might have a KPI to achieve, but are not necessarily in journal. You can consider publish ebooks and e-teaching cases with us. whereby for both are also indexed in Scopus. For our book collection and case studies collection, also indexed in Scopus. So for journal, like first step, like how to select the right journal. I think this is already covered during the live demo. Choose a journal to publish is an investment decisions. So of course, the factor to consider are relevant to like readership, recent articles, like societies, and internationality, likelihood of acceptance, circulation time for submission to publication. So I think for the first how to select right journal, anyway, the author would need to start to do reading, literature review. How to get started out, like explained before, you have some, I mean, objective to start publish a paper. So for example, you have some problem with no clear solutions. If you have any opinions or observation on the subject or presentation briefing or conference paper, if you are the doctorate or master thesis have to complete, or you have any new ideas or initiative. I can share this. Okay, so this is one of our editorial-in-chief share about, I mean, his experience how to make a good paper. Yeah, this is the, I mean, the sharing from our editor-in-chief that have to send to the, right journals. So I will share with you some of the tips here. What makes a good paper? Summarize from the, editor-in-chief. Originality, like relevance to the extension of existing knowledge. Research methodology, clarity, structure, and quality of writing. Sound logical progress of arguments. And of course, internationality and global focus is quite is a it's quite important. If let's say you can put in this in your paper, and also a good title, keywords, and well-written abstract, you can catch the, author, the reader's eyes. It will increase the citations, right? So first, structuring your paper, title, and keywords. A good title should contain the fewest possible word that adequately describe the content of a paper. So a phrase that introduce the paper and catch the reader's eye. So for example, like just now, your topics will have some AI keywords, because nowadays people search, reading articles, they will put AI or artificial intelligence. So this is the tips that when people type, right, it will pop up. So it will get higher chance to catch the reader eyes, then you might get a higher citation. So title and keywords is very important when you structuring your paper. So second part will be introductions. So you might need to consider to convince the readers that you know why your work is relevant and answer questions they might have. The first one is, what is the problem? Are there any existing solution? Which one is the best? And what is its main limitation? What do you hope to achieve? So it will, I think in the introduction part, you should cover these 5 questions. Second part for methods, so indicates the main method used, demonstrate the methodology was robust and appropriate to the objective. But of course, for the methods, right, you would be able, I mean, you should give the main methods that you are using. You do not need to explain all method 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I choose method 1. The reason being is that the reviewer and the editor team, they are professionals and they are know very well about the methods. So you just explain why you use these main methods. So next stage will be result. So of course you need to provide accuracy of result as with the methodology, focus on the essential and the main facts and those with wider significance rather than giving great details on every statistics in your result. Okay, what are the really significant facts that emerge? Additional detail you can always be given in the appendixes. So next will be discussions. So you can consider and what do you need to consider in the discussion part? Do you provide interpretation for each of your result presented? Are your result consistent with what other investigators have reported? Or are there any differences? If yes, then you need to put the reason why. Are there any limitation? Does the discussions logically lead to your conclusions? Or please do not make statements that go beyond what the result can support and suddenly you go and introduce a new terms or any new ideas. So the next one is conclusion part. Please do present global and specific conclusion, indicate uses and extensions, answer the original question, state limitation if there is any, state implication for further research, and do not summarize the paper, the abstract the abstract is for this, but of course, please do not start a new topic or introduce new material again in this construction part, conclusion part. Make obvious statement and contradict yourself in the conclusion part. So the last is polishing your works. You can start to check your grammar, spelling, punctuation before you submit to the submission portals. So after you have checked through all the, your grammar pronunciations, now you are ready to submit. Of course, you will look into the reminder from the editor, advise that ensure that you choose the right journal. You already read through all the M and scope. And of course, make sure your paper fit with the M and scope. Read the author guidelines to check the formats and referencing. Formats means that the words countings, the abstract, the format, which format like Word file, PDF, what are the data guidelines and what do you need to provide before you submit to any publisher's portal. So once you have already checked through all, then you can go to the submission portal that I shared with you just now. So this is the submission portal. Okay. So far, any questions? Let me see, is there any question on the chat?
Okay, to all participants, I have a question.
Okay, if you have no question, then I will proceed to session 2. We'll talk more about peer review process. So there are few rules of peer review: single blind peer review, double blind peer review, triple blind peer review, and open peer review. But for AMARA, we are go through double-blind peer review for all our books, journals, as well as case studies. So this is the peer review process. Sometimes I think for new author, especially for postgraduate student, they might would need more information after I submitted my paper, what next? So this is the this is the a picture or some information for you to understand after you submitted your paper in the submission portal. So this is the process will be go through. So after submission, there are two possibility. You look at the purple square box. The editor will the editor rejects the submission. Either you will get straight away submission after you submitted your paper, you will get rejection on this stage, whereby like just now the video of the editor in chief did mention that you need to ensure you send into the right journals, and then you have read through all the requirement, for example like at the M and scope, the wordings, count words count, and also the format, because sometimes new author, they might feel it's very difficult or some challenges because I keep getting desk rejection, but they won't know actually desk rejection is under which reason they get the desk rejection. So this is all important tips that you must really read thoroughly about the MS score, the manuscript requirement, to avoid that your paper get rejected in the first uh, first first stage. So if let's say you pass through all the requirement, you send into the right journals, everything format, everything correct. So next, it will go to the editor, will select up to 3 reviewer and ask them to evaluate the manuscript against a set of criteria. Of course, they will have the criteria to reviewer to read through. So the editor will receive the reviewer recommendations. So next step, the editor will make the final decision. So of course, the reviewer one, reviewer two, reviewer three will give a different feedback to the editors. Maybe out of three, two say will accept this paper, but with the major revisions, or like with the minor revisions, or some will get, I will straight away reject this paper if possible. But of course, the final decision will be on the the editor decision. Because if let's say the editor think this paper can be modified, can be like improved better, of course, the editor can accept the paper. So after the editor receive the reviewer feedback, there are three possibility that you will look into the purple box: reject, revise, and accept. So if let's say the paper, maybe after they review already, they think this paper is a bit weak, and they are not fit into their requirement, they will still reject. But if let's say they go through the peer review, rejection, I think this is good, whereby the author, you will be received the reviewer comment. You will look at the reject box. The editor notify the author that their paper has been rejected and share a copy of the reviewer comments. So from here, you will know where is your weaknesses and which area that you would need to improve. After you have revised everything, then you can resubmit it again, right? So you can do some improvement on your articles. The second possibility is that the editor will notify the author that their paper require revisions and share a copy of the reviewer comments. I think this part whereby the editor in chief that share before, if you at this stage, I think it's quite, it should be, you can put more effort to review what is the comment from the reviewer, then do some amendment, then resubmit again. Because sometimes we do understand author will feel frustrated because keep receiving reviewer comment and revise it again. But I think because of they would want to publish a good paper, so that they will require you to amend some comment from the reviewer. So please set the timeline reply it to the reviewer comment. And of course, if you are not in the good mood, then you can leave it. After you settle down everything, then you only come back to do the revisions, right? And then the last part is straight away accept. And this is very rare. I think today, if let's say there is a lecturers or author published before, you will know there's very rare that your paper submit, then you can get straight away accepted the paper. So if let's say anyone come to approach you or offer you, you pay this APC, then you will get guarantee public your paper to be published in 3 months, 6 months. Please be aware, this might predatory journals or some scammer, because we have quite a number of postgraduate students or some even lecturers share with us, they might receive a lot of emails. They will tell them, okay, you publish, then you pay APC. Because sometimes we do understand there is an urge or needs to publish within the timeline. Like postgraduate student, you have your timeline that you have to publish maybe in 3 or 5 years. Like for lecturer, in maybe you would need to fulfill your KPI in within 1 year, like maybe 2 papers to be published. But please check if anyone offer you guarantee publication with the library and get them to advise is that this is the genuine publisher that you can publish with them. Because some postgraduate is quite sad that they share with us, they even pay for the APC. At the end, they submit their paper. At the end, they go to the website, all gone. So please be careful. Nowadays, do a lot. They can do a very beautiful platform. They will tell you, okay, you publish, then your paper will be go through here, here, here. Please check with the supervisor, check with the library, get their advice. Is that this is the genuine publisher's platform to submit if after you pay for the APC. Okay. So of course, after you go through, you will receive the result from the reviewers or from the editor, like or either in reject, revise, or accept. So at the end, the editor, if let's say from the revisions or accepted, the editor will send the revised paper to the same reviewer. It will go through. It maybe go through 2 rounds or 3 rounds or 5 rounds. I did remember when I have conducted one uh, publication sharing session, invited one of our literary awards winner, the best paper awards from I think UMPSA, one of the our author. He did share that that paper has been go through I think more than 5 rounds for the review process. So you will see when you keep review, then you will improve it. Then of course the hard words, who knows, you will be the next literary awards winner, because every year Emerald do provide literary awards to the journals. Each journals, the editorial team member will select the best paper. And of course, we also will have reviewer awards. There are 2 awards. One is the Outstanding Paper Awards, and another one is the Top Reviewer Awards for the particular journals, right? So for any question for peer review process, if not, I will share with you for what you would need to do if you request for revisions. So I think this is very important that you need to acknowledge the editor and set a revision deadline. If you disagree, then explain to the editor in the polite way why you disagree and put all your justifications. Because sometimes maybe author is quite, quite uh, uh, panic when they get revisions, right? Then they will like tell them, oh, why I would need it. They will question back. But please don't do that. You can disagree. Sometimes when you put your justifications and you put your explanation in the polite way, then they will think, oh yeah, so this is acceptable. Then they can accept. So clarify understanding if you are in doubt what actually required from the revision requirement you are not understand, clarify it before you start to do the words, or you may consult with your colleagues or co-authors. But please make sure to meet the revision deadline. You don't drag too long to submit back your revision to the team. I think the most important, tips that when you receive a revision, right, attach a covering letter with identifying point by point how revision requests have been made, or if not, why not. So, for example, you will receive a revisions from reviewer. So let's say point one, please do this. There is a reviewer comment. So what you need to do, you attach a covering letter. For revision one, you have received, let's say, 3 points to review. Then you explain what you have done in the review point required, and then you put your explanations. Then by point and point, if let's say you receive the second revision required, at least this is summaries that you can show to the team. You keep track what you have done before. Revision 1, revision 2, revision 3. So this is very important, and you will, I mean, expedite the process whereby the editor can easily review back with your attached covering letter. So if your paper is rejected, possible reason for rejection can include, like, for example, not following the instruction author guideline, the manuscript requirements, scope. You will see inappropriate to the journal scope, problem with the quality or maybe methodology wrong, not reasonable or rigorous, paper motivation is weak, insufficient contribution to the field, right? If let's say you get paper rejected, don't give up, try and listen again what is the reviewer comment, and you modify again. Once you are ready, then you can resubmit it again. So after, if let's say your paper get accepted, it will over to the publisher. So normally what publisher will do, so we will do editorial checks and improvement, facilitate the peer review process, typeset and tag your work to ensure it's searchable and discoverable. And of course, we will start to do indexing, like for example, with the provider such as Web of Science, Corpus, Progress, AppScore, and more, right? So share. After you have published, your article has been accepted. So this is the tips for you to promote your work. So you can spread the word within your networks. For example, you can use your email signature. Sometimes you will see some of professor or your lecturer will put a link at the bottom of their email signature. They will include the link. So from here, they can reach out to more reader to that articles. So next, and this is quite important for publishing ethics. I think nowadays you will heard a lot of retractions. Retractions is actually will bring some impact to the author as well as to the universities, because retraction, the paper in the, just now you look at the platform, for example, you will have the name of article. Normally, if there is a retraction, they will put there. So the author name all will appear on the page. This paper has been retracted due to, then they will put the reason. So that's why we always advise the author read through the publication ethics and to avoid plagiarism and copyrights issue in your works. So what you need to do is that always do seek agreement between authors and disclose any conflicts of interest, and I think the obtain permission to publish, especially like interviews or case studies, because for Amara we are a responsible publisher, and of course we will follow the guideline set by the Committee on Publication Ethics Corps, right? So this is the some tips of publication ethic, because sometimes new author, they won't know what is the impact if let's say they didn't disclose some citations or some information they use from other material. So the impact is that your paper will get retractions, then it will jeopardize your profile, where people will say, oh, this author paper has been retracted in which portals. Okay, so far any questions?
I think they don't have a question.
Okay, so if let's say have no question, I think I have covered most of the, important publication tips with Amara. So first of all, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope today's session will bring you some good insight especially how you, as a new author, or some information that you can get before you start to write your paper, and the tips to enhance you to get a high, I mean, acceptance for your paper. Thank you very much.